Hi guys, you're welcome to another episode of the TVT Talk Show. And in today's episode, we'll be talking about what do ladies have to offer other than sex in a relationship. Hmm. Very interesting topic though. And don't forget, my name is Mel, and with me I have
Diva.
and
I be black.
all right, stay tuned. Mwah. So, first of all, IB, for your relationship, wait till you they offer where when no be sex apart from sex which other thing wey dey offer for your relationship.
Well, for me, apart from sex, like sometimes I dey cook for my guy.
Okay, sometimes.
Yes, I dey cook. No be say sometimes, almost every time I
Okay.
cook for am.
Okay.
Then and maybe if probably I make am vex, I sometimes like just to talk to am, to tease am. Then but the most important thing wey guy need na sex normally. So that one now, even if despite say you cook for am, you give am the food, him chop finish. Even if he chop finish sef,
Mm.
he still need that kpekus. E dey very very important to am. Yes, na sure fact. So if you no give am the food sef, you give am the kpekus. He satisfied and okay with that. So that's that's the main thing.
Okay, okay, Diva. So, what do you think other than sex ladies should offer in a relationship?
Okay, other than sex, I feel that you can advise a man. Am I talking for myself or what do
Yourself,
I
yourself.
feel? Okay, I throw advices to my man,
Okay.
support him, encourage him because men they go through a whole lot. So your piece of encouragement goes a long way in soothing their nerves. But like you said, anything I give it to him, my dear, that sex must be involved because that is even the main thing that even in that relationship.
Okay, so
Just
are you guys or are you girls rather trying to tell me that if you're advising your man, you use sex to conclude or wrap it up?
no, you don't use sex to wrap it up. You just that in the process of advising the man,
Mm.
it leads to sex. They want to tell you, don't worry, let's continue the remaining advice on the bed. So
So you use sex to wrap up your
no, I don't
conversation.
see a left for me alone. I
Mm.
can stay in a relationship without sex, but the men will not agree. That's the thing. So, like you said, and that's just the fact. Men they value that sex. Even if you like give a man gift from now till tomorrow, from January to December, and you're not giving it sex, my dear, you're wasting your time. So they
Hmm.
value sex more than any other thing you're giving to him. So like me, I aside from sex, I give him advice, I support him. When he's down, I tend to like advise him and make him see that he can actually do it and make him see himself like he can achieve his dreams and all of that. There's so many encouragements you can give to him, but there's some men that all those things when they talk as they enter it, they come up for here.
Like
After you finish, they will land for bed. So then that's when they give them joy. So that's just it. It's just that men need sex. And
Okay.
funny enough, most of the relationship you see today, it's just sex that is that triggered it because you just want to have a particular girl they want to be having sex with. There's some relationship that what they just want to benefit is just sex.
and they are
Okay,
And
satisfied
they're
so
with the
satisfied.
person.
okay, so you girls think generally girls now you're not talking about yourself, you're not
Mm.
speaking for yourself rather. Generally you feel ladies don't have anything at all to offer in their relationship
Some ladies don't
aside
have
sex.
yeah, some ladies don't have anything to offer. All they do is to sleep with him because they feel that men they need sex. There was a post I stumbled on. I read at there's a man. I think I don't know. He was advising young men that whenever you see a lady, every time she's always on social media, like twerking, dancing, just know that she's just is either she's trying to market her body or she doesn't have anything to offer in a relationship. It's just sex.
Mm.
So now it's just that there's some it's just so unfortunate that there are some ladies that the only thing they can offer in a relationship is sex. And why there are some ladies that are full of virtues, potentials that when you come across with them, like my dear, you see more beyond sex. You see so many things that there are some ladies that only their company alone you forget about sex. Sorry to say. There's a lady that you be with like me, I can play very well. They talk, they engage you in meaningful conversations, they engage you in like, okay, how do you want our future to be? What do you think? What is your plan? It's just that relationship is far more beyond sex, but it's so unfortunate that in our present world, in this 21st century, it just all centered around sex, 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 sex.
Okay, let me say, if you're given the privilege, either of you, to advise ladies, mm, on how to treat their relationship aside sex, on how to handle situations in their relationship aside sex, what will you tell them? What would be your advice?
Um, for guys, like for a lady as a lady, some men, I beg I go use broken because I don't get time for
Right?
English.
I want
No
to.
problem.
So, like for men, for some kind men, then
Mm.
if maybe they see the kind person, maybe that kind woman, we go they close to them, they advise them. You know, like Mark say, my boyfriend, for example, he likes spending.
Okay,
When I mean spending, like spending lavishly, anyhow in life. And it hurts me most of the time. Until they pay me, no be say until they hurt me, sef, they pay me well well. But
okay,
sometimes if I speak, he go say you need to give to the people that don't have. But I always tell am one thing, you no go fit feed everybody.
that's true.
Definitely you go give this one, you go give this one, but one person dey go still come. Today na the person wey beg you today, tomorrow im go still come back come tell you say he never chop since morning o, and you go still give am the next day, you no go fit feed everybody. So as a woman, as you sit down for house, you just dey like this with your guys, just call am, give am advice. Some people, some guys dem advice wey dey give themself, dey no dey too reason themself like that o. Some kind advice wey you go give am now, you no go too reason the sex again.
But let me say something. Don't you think that if a guy in a relationship is not thinking about the sex whenever he's around you, don't you think maybe he's getting it from somewhere else? Because the way everybody's saying what ladies have to offer in a relationship is sex. So don't you think if your man is not totally interested in sex whenever it comes to you, that means he's getting it from somewhere else?
Sometimes e dey like that. Sometimes it might be like that, and sometimes some guys maybe they just need some space for themselves. No be say every time they want sex every time, every time.
Okay.
Sometimes e dey like that. And guys,
Hmm.
I see to tell you the gospel truth, guys no go fit do without sex.
That's the thing. It's a need to them. Why
They no
it's
go
a
fit do
want
without sex
to us.
because I don see am say for this life,
And it's
if
next life
maybe
to come.
yes, if maybe one guy dey in a relationship with one particular girl, they are two dey date, he just dey enjoy am, she dey satisfy am every time. Definitely there will be a day, because sometimes you go just dey for house, you dey chop one particular food, you go wan change am na true. If you dey chop garri every time every day, morning garri, afternoon garri, night garri, tomorrow you go come decide say no, today no wan eat garri, you wan eat rice. Definitely you gats go outside go
So are you
find the next.
supporting promiscuous men, like men that switch to different ladies because they
Yes,
want to change soup? So you're
yes.
not blaming them.
Somehow
So is it now real ladies that is now
I'm
okay?
blaming them.
Now so
I no dey blame
see, let me tell
us.
you something. Let me tell you.
I no fit blame
You see this
ladies,
song
na
wey be say
guys.
they dey talk say no go fit chop one particular soup. By then we have beans. You can from beans you can use it to make
Fit
more
dry.
more, right? You can use it to do porridge. You can use it to do akara. There are so many ways you can test your woman. You mustn't keep testing her in one particular way. That is why you get bored at some point and you want to try out other means. So me,
Yes,
I don't
exactly. That's why
support
my
that
question is,
notion that
if you're privileged to advise ladies out there, what would you tell them? Because I feel you know your man very well. I cannot just come into your relationship to tell you about your man. You know him very, very well. So what other than sex can you offer in your relationship? You know what your man likes. So it's
Other
not
than
like
sex.
it's sex, 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 sex every time. You know what he likes. If he's someone that likes playing, you play like that. And then you know when he gets bored at some certain point, you get when you know that there's this certain position you guys keep doing and you know it's boring you, you can still change it.
change it exactly.
Yes, that's how you build your relationship. You can still change it to be like, okay, today I don't want like this. I want like this. I want us to do this other style. Do you get? That's how you like. That's how you spice things in your relationship.
Okay, let me just say something in that word you said, other than sex, giving your guy something else other than sex.
Mm.
I will still use my guy for instance. May you know best, even they won't see. So, but the thing there is that other than sex, like most of the times, a woman need attention. That one deal, but guys, other than sex, giving your boyfriend what actually can you offer other than sex? My guy, he doesn't like noise.
Okay.
Just probably you sit him down, you sit down with him, or take him out. He
Mm-hmm.
likes flexing. Probably even if for another two they go anywhere at all, na two just sit down outside, maybe on a comot
Okay.
any tree at all, wanna go, na just chop the chill, like catch on a cruise, still
Okay.
come back. Like this is like pleasure park, go play games with am, come back. All those things. What I'm trying to say is that aside from sex, if you just today tell am say oya today see I no wan more do something again, more let's do something else, probably just tell am say let me take you out. And sometimes guys, if you just dey maybe if you get money for your account, girl transfer money put inside your guy
Are you
account.
serious?
Yes.
Wow.
Or
Okay.
sometimes if you just dey like me, I do this thing sometimes. If I just maybe go through my phones and I see one particular show, I screenshot it, then
You look
I
for a
ask him
very good vendor.
to
Good
just look
vendor
at it if
to.
he likes it.
Okay, and then you look for a
If
vendor.
he said yes, he's like he like this one, or maybe he say no, he like this particular one, I go just capture am tell am say no wahala, say I go order am for you. As I buy am na so e dey be, just like that. So no be say every time, guys, guys, no be say every time I say guys you dey in need of sex and you go give am, you dey get.
No, okay. I get your point. It's just that it
Mm.
depends on the man in question.
Mm,
A friend of mine once told me that this guy give am gift o, advise am o, do am do all manners of things like that sex na wetin he want for the relationship.
that one dey.
See, the moment a guy asks you out, the first thing that goes to his mind is how to sleep with you.
Mm.
There's one guy
So you as a lady, you cannot change that
yeah,
mentality.
that's why it
You
takes.
can't.
It depends. It depends.
It
If
depends
the
on
guy
the
is now
ladies.
madly in love
It
with you,
depends on the girl.
then you cannot see you cannot change a man. A man will
You
say
know
you
go
won't
fit
change.
now.
So as far as you don't get that picture, is the only way the man will change is because he loves you and he wants to
Yes.
keep you. That is what will make him change and dance to your tune.
Oh,
Else,
really?
I'm telling you, as far as you don't picture saying that he wants to put you and you know agree, he will leave you.
Mm.
So maybe there's something he now sees beyond sex that this girl, she's not just only for sex, she's for keep. He cannot decide to okay, let me let me change the mindset I have towards her. Like my guy
Okay.
now where they date now. He told me say, actually the first thing wey he wan do na just to chop and run. Just to chop and go, clean mouth. He no wan even relate. He just wan use that relationship because if you tell girl say he want, she no go gree. So some people use that relationship just to sleep with you and go.
Yes. Some
That's why
people
you go see
now,
some girls now they go say the guy sleep with me, stop calling me, stop picking my call. So e get one man wey dey disturb me. I tell am say must it be sex? He say I say okay, I can be praying for you. I can be, so don't worry, my mother is praying for me. My mother is advising me. I don't need your prayer. My mother cannot give me sex. I want so
Okay. 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 We'll continue after a very short break. Thank you very much.